Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a squad from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Bobcats will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UTSA's offense will be first on the attack. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that to the catch.
And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Makes the grab. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Roadrunners are flying down the field. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Henry. At the 35, he's open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Roadrunners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
3rd down coming up.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
Number 9.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bobcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Jackson will throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45. The hand to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And some room to work. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Man, when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping him.
Slips a tackle. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And the Roadrunners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's McCow. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
The Roadrunners will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Took a shot as he threw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Quick spin on the run. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
The QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Bobcats will have it first and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
After 44. Second down coming up.
Line getting set on second down. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Pickup of 6. Brings up fourth down.
And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. To the air, it's McCown. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the Roadrunners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Roadrunners need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
Gain of 4. Now, fourth down.
And the Roadrunners line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Finds his big tight end. And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on...
Going for it all. Touchdown, Bobcats! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Texas State.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's McCown. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll run it from the gun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Coming up, fourth down.
The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Makes the quick grab. At the 45 on its way. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Gets the back moving. Jackson will throw. Misses receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Texas State.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Oh, they're after him! And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Second down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Roadrunners are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. It's McCown. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Bring in the heat. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Bobcats will punt this one away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's McCown. Flips it out in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now on first down from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Ball's in the deep ball. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
On the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Bobcats are threatening on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Jackson gonna throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown Bobcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Number 16.
That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Henry. Finds a little space. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
At the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going with the ground game left. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line.
Coming up.
Yeah, and when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's McCown. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Offense.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
The Roadrunners will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas State.
Number 7.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
PAT unit on the field.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hold and fire complete. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. Finds his man, it's McCoy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll leave it with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Find some fresh air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Heaves it deep. He's got it at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. Breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Motion from the back. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Picked off! What a play by this defense! He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception!
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And the Bobcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He leaves it with his back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Punt is in the air. He gets a block. And the returner will be dragged down. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
To throw, it's McCown. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Pulls it and fires to the left. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Game 7. 2nd down coming up.
And the Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Mims. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Jackson will throw. Finds his target down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Gain of 3. Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Good enough for a first down.
The Bobcats will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
By the tight end.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a man. Flushed out of the pocket. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 8.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And he tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to pass, it's McCown. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield and get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Second down coming up. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Finds his tight end. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
The pass on first down. Caught by the receiver. Picks up 6. Second down coming up.
And the Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And Protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Roadrunners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's McCown. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still huge. It's 35-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the gun, the inside give. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Gain of 11.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Bobcats are on the move. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jackson will throw. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be 4th down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass, Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
The kick is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Sends it back in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Thomas. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Roadrunners getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Going for the marker on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the first down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
The Roadrunners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 4. 2nd down coming up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Roadrunners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
At the 23-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. It's up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Brings up 2nd down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now,
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. And he's going to score. Touchdown, UTSA! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets the 1st down. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
The give out of the gun. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. And the Bobcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Bobcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They punted away on 4th down. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
2nd down and 6 from their own 10. Looking to throw, it's McCown. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Oh, what a cut! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Loses 5. Brings up 2nd down.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Back to throw, it's McCown. Gets it to him on the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
brought down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I just love when running backs make those decisions. And when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this. Stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point in the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move.
Third and one, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Running to Green. Turning it on.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
The Roadrunners can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Roadrunners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Offense facing.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Looking for a push on 4th down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player...
Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play that.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Roadrunners will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
At the 23-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Roadrunners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Jackson will throw. Immediately fires to the middle. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sparks. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Bobcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, give on the inside. Breaks into the open. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game.
UTSA 27.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the RPO, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Back to pass, it's McCown. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good game.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. The Roadrunners will move the sticks.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the quarterback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense did a really good job stringing that one out.
You got to see the counter when you start to pull guys, understanding I'm going to spill that ball, make sure it bounces outside, out wide, doesn't come downhill. Great job by the defense understanding that and pursuing to the football.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
The Roadrunners will punt it away on fourth down. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Here's a heat. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Jackson gonna throw it. It's caught. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
The give from the gun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good third down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to throw, it's McCown. Works the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Man, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.